Hi, welcome to our second online gymnastics session. This week our focus is going to be on jumping and landing. So make sure again that you have enough space around you, or if it's a nice day outside, get out in the garden and enjoy the sunshine while you practice. And please ask for parent permission before you join in with us today. So we're going to do a quick warm up just to get going, a numbers game. Every time I shout a number, you've got to do the activity. So number 1, you've to touch the floor and jump up. Number 2, you're going to lie flat on your back and then get back up again. Number 3, you can do your jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Depending on your space, you can just run on the spot or run around in your space that you've got. Just be careful when you lie back that you don't bump into anything. Just go for your jog. 1, 2, 3, and back to running. 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. Good. You keep going and I'm going to shout out the numbers, so keep running. 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Good, have a rest. Okay, hopefully that got you a little bit more breathless, warmed up a little. We'll do our stretch, so we'll start at the top. Pop your head over to one side and the other way. Look down to the floor. And long neck, look up to the ceiling. Look over your shoulder. And the other shoulder. And you're just going to circle your head from one side to the other. Keep your shoulders back. Nice circles with your arms. Nice and stretching up past your ears. Start slowly and then you can start a little bit faster. And circle them forwards. We're going to try and coordinate one arm forwards and one arm backwards, and this is going to come in handy later in the session. You want to be able to have one arm going in one direction and the other in the other, but without moving your body back. Keep your core tight. If you can manage one way, try the other. It can be quite difficult to swap them around. Okay, great. Start in a star shape. We're going to do a slightly different side stretch this week, upright. Reaching over the top of your head. And then into a flat back from here. So your arms reaching across your body. Reach down to touch your toes. Let your head relax down. So your nose is towards your knees. And back up. We'll try the other side. Over the top. Nice low arm by your ear, flat back, so it's like a table, and down to your foot, let your head relax down. Good, and then we're going to one circle each way, so over the top, flat back, down to your toe, into the middle. Bend your arms if you need to get your head towards the ground. Keep your legs long. Other side towards your toe. Flat back. And back to side stretch, but on the other side. And then up. And we'll reverse that to go the other way. Side stretch. Flat back. Reach down to your toe. Nice long legs into the middle. Other foot. Flat back and over the top and back up. Excellent. Into straddle. Let's do our Japana. So arms up by your ears. Reach forwards. Remember, keep these knees looking up to the ceiling. Reach forwards. You can get themselves flat on the floor. Keep reaching your hands away from your body. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Into pike. We're going to practice using our ankles nicely, get them warmed up for our jumping. So point your toes, happy feet, sitting up nice and tall. Angry feet, pull them back, so flex your feet. And then we're going to practice this a couple of times with your legs nice and straight. So try and switch between. If your legs are really straight, your heels might start to lift off the ground as well. So I'm squeezing up from here. Keep my legs tight. Okay, and then one up, one down, and swap. Change, change, change. Excellent. And both flexed, but we're going to try and have feet back, but toes pointed. So one part of your foot is pointed. And then the other way around, point your feet, but flex your toes. Come a bit closer. So it should look like this. Point your feet, but flex your toes. So this would be pointed, but we're flexing our toes. Good, see if you can manage one foot pointed, one foot flexed, and then make your toes do the opposite. So I've got this foot, flexed foot, pointed toes, the other leg, pointed foot, flexed toes. It's quite difficult to get your feet to do it, and then swap over. I have to think about them one at a time. And back to happy feet, happy toes, nice pointed toes. This is how your legs should be when they're in the air with nice pointed feet in gymnastics. Onto your hands and knees. Happy cat, angry cat. Give your back a nice stretch here. Stretching. Press your armpits into the floor. And push through. Long neck. Keep your hips towards the ground. Touch your toes to your head if you want. And back up onto your hands and knees. If you can circle over your hands with your shoulders. Turn your hands in. Keep our wrists nice and flexible. Turn your hands out. And we're going to do 10 steps, just changing your hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give your hands a shake. Okay, let's do our ankles again, but this time we're just going to circle them off. So upside down, number 4. Draw some circles. I feel this one's stretching my hip as well because my knees turned out to the side. And the other way. The other foot. And the other way. Cool. Let's do our flexibility first. So we're going to get our splits done again. So hopefully you've been practicing these since last week. We're going to start with one leg in front, push your hip forward, hands to the floor. And you can curl your toe under and straighten your back leg. If you can take your hands off, take them off. Keep your muscles working to keep your posture. Good, and swap legs. Push forwards first. Hands to the floor. Put your toe under. Straighten your back leg if you can. And then hands off. Well done. And then lying on your back, we'll do a slightly different stretch. So if you watch me first, you're going to lie on your back and you're going to kick your leg towards your body like this. Okay, so you're going to do that one 10 times on each leg. So lie down, nice straight leg, fast up and slow down. 1, 2, make sure your knee faces your body. 3, 4, back leg stretched long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bend your knees in. Hold the back of one leg and pull towards you gently till you feel the stretch. And the other one, hold the back of your calf, and if not, just above the knee. Don't hold the knee. So you should feel a stretching up the back of your leg and your hamstring. Okay, well done. Let's see these splits then. So remember to start kneeling up to get your hips and shoulders square. Keep your shoulders facing forwards as you slide down. Use your hands to help you. Keep yourself straight. If you want to take them off, you can. Hold for 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring your leg out. Shake it off. Let's try the other one. Feel quite flexible in my splits today. I'm not sure this leg will be as good. Okay, leg up and out into your splits. Hands by your side. If you need to then stop there and put your hands down, that's fine. Just go as far as you can without twisting. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So like I said last week, ideally you want to be holding these for quite a good while each time, so you can do lots more of this after this session. Make sure you're doing them every day. And let's do our box splits. So for today, we're going to try and, if you've got something like the wall that you can move yourself towards, we're going to try them sitting up. So I'm going to put my heels against the couch here, and I'm just going to push myself in from behind until I find a point that I'm comfortable, but I feel it stretch. I don't want to strain anything, so I think this is my limit. I can feel the stretch, and just hold this position for a little while. Try and keep your chest up, so you don't want to be kind of leaning forwards. Nice good posture. And we'll hold here. Great, and then the next one we're going to do is lying on your back. You're going to just bring your legs out and hold above your knee and just stay there. Let gravity take its turn to help your legs come out into splits. Okay, and bring your legs in. And let's stretch your bridges. So we'll do your D shape first again. So knees apart if you need to. Reach back, hold one heel, hold the other heel, keep your hips forwards. Push those hips. And back up. Good. And lying on your back. I'm going to use my couch again. Remember, you don't need to put your feet up if you find it easy on the floor. If you can't get up off of the top of your head, don't do it. Just push your hips up only. So this is the option for if you can't get off your head. If you can get off your head on the floor, but not on the couch, just do it on the floor. Okay, and push up into bridge. Tuck your chin in and come down gently. And then if we're rocking a ball, okay, if you can, use a small item, something like a sponge or a little teddy, or even a small cushion would be fine as long as it's not heavy. Got a little challenge for you to practice for going back to bridge. Some of you can already do it, some of you not yet. So we're not actually starting standing up, we're going to kneel. And all you're going to do is, with something soft behind you, like a sofa, got my feet just right up against it, you're going to hold the sponge, and you're going to lean back and place the sponge on the couch, and then kneel back up again. So if you don't quite get all the way back, don't worry, just try your best. And it'll soon get easier the more you practice, but the key is to keep your hips forwards, don't sit back into it. So I'll try and demonstrate. It's quite a tough one for me because I'm a bit stiffer now. I'm going to start with my knees apart to make it easier. Going to lean back and then back up. I'm trying to really press my arms back behind my ears. And then you can try and pick it up again, which is a little bit harder. And back up. So you have to keep your tummy muscles tight so that your back doesn't get sore. You can try that a couple of times, and then when you're done, tucking a ball and rocking ball. Just rocking while you try that. Good. Did anybody manage not to drop their sponge? Did you place it down nicely? I had to drop mine, it's quite difficult. Okay, so our focus then is jumps. We need to get nice strong legs for our jumps and our landings. So hopefully by now everybody knows their landing position. As you've been coming to our classes, we teach these landing positions often. Have a little practice of holding your landing position. And we're going to count to 3 gymnasts every time we land today. So you can go 1, 2, 3, and then stretch. Because we want to have lots of nice stuck landings in gymnastics. We also need to land strongly so that we're safe when we do our skills. So just to practice our landings, we're going to do jump, jump, land a couple of times. Forwards, a couple of times backwards. And then we're going to do the same thing but on 1 foot, because not all skills in gymnastics land on 2 feet. So just, if you don't have a lot of space, just do it on the spot. If you have a bit more room, you can travel. We're going to spring through, so just watch me first time. 1, 2, and then land. 1 gymnast, 2 gymnasts, 3 gymnasts. Again, 2, land. 1 gymnast, 2 gymnasts, 3 gymnasts. Then backwards. Land. 1 gymnast, 2 gymnasts, 3 gymnasts. Land. 1 gymnast, 2 gymnasts, 3 gymnasts. So try that with me. Nice and springy are the first 2, and then land the 3rd. Land. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Backwards. Land. 2, 3. Land. 2, 3. Good. So in gymnastics, when you land, you need to make sure your knees are over your toes. Most of the time we land with our legs together. However, if you are landing with your feet apart, make sure that your knees are over your toes and not doing this. So it might be a good idea to just have a look at yourself in front of a mirror or film what you're doing, and you can have a look and see if your knees are doing the correct thing. Let's try one-legged. So hop, hop, land. Hop, hop, land. And again. 1, 2, 3. And then the other leg. 2, 3. And 2, 3. How did you get on with that? It's a bit harder to balance the landing on one leg, isn't it? Right, let's strengthen our legs now. So we are going to put your hands on your hips. And we're going to just do a little bit of shaping. We do pliés when we jump and we rise. We're going to do 10 of those. So we plie, 1, rise. And again, 2, rise. 3, rise. 4, rise. 5, try not to drop your shoulders. You want to keep nice posture when you're doing this. Keep your heels on the ground when you plie. I'm not sure how many that was. I think that was 10. Excellent. Okay, and just for a little bit of extra leg power, we're going to do the same idea with a jump, but we're going to go to a squat position instead. So if you've got a sofa, a good guide is to get your hips as low as you can. We wouldn't do that low when we do our normal jumps, but just to work on our leg strength. You're going to sit back as though you're going to sit down, but don't actually. And you're going to do a jump and then sit back. We're going to do that 10 times. Again, make sure your knees are over your toes and you keep your chest up. So squat and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your bum in at the top. 5, 6, 7. How high can you go? 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Give your legs a wee shake. Feel that in here. Okay, so let's focus on our jump now. My hair's falling out. We're going to do our turning jumps today. Everybody should remember how to take off and land. And we're going to do it with a turn in the air, so in a straight shape. Excuse me, breathless. Arms behind to take off. And a nice straight shape. Watch your legs. Lift and land. So we want to go through these positions. So I think I'm a left turner. I can kind of do both, but you can try both and decide. I'm going to lift, land, and face. Oh, that was a bad landing. Face the other way. Might try my right. Maybe I'm a right turner today. Okay, so take off, stretch, then turn. So you want to go up before you turn. So if you watch from the front, take off. And for a half turn, my arms come up and I just look over my shoulder. That's all I need to do to turn. Half turn isn't very far. Practice those a few times with me. Take off, up, turn. And again. Going to hold the landing this time. Up, hold, 1 gymnast, 2 gymnasts, 3 gymnasts. One more time without me. Up, hold, landing, 1 gymnast, 2 gymnasts, 3 gymnasts. Hopefully feeling nice and springy, jumping up nice and high and sticking those landings. Now the next thing, make sure you've got lots of space. I turn to the right, so for my full turn, I'm going to start with my right arm forwards and my left arm backwards. And all I'm going to do, like we did in the warm-up when I said earlier, bend, swing your arms, lift, and then land. So these opposition arms come in helpful here. So I'm going to try and coordinate that with my jump. Be very careful with your space. If you haven't got room for this, stick to half turn, because I don't want anyone flying off into some furniture, or do it outside. So, my right arm for my right turn, bend, lift and land. Now I'm bringing my arms out so I can stick this landing a bit better. Helps me to balance. If you're a left turn, left arm forwards, right arm back, they come down, lift up, and then land. So you're bringing your arm back to help you turn. So a left turn, let me see how I get on with the left turn. Yeah, not as good a landing on that one. Make sure you're super tight in your tummy. Pick something to look at when you land. So let's try those a couple more times. We ready? And bend, lift, land. I was a bit worried about hitting my roof there. If you're taller like me, definitely better outside. Couple more. See if I can land it this time. Whoop. They're getting worse rather than better. Let me try again. Join in with me. 1, 2, 3, finish. Hopefully your jumps will go better than mine today. I'm a little bit off balance, but practice makes perfect. So get into your garden, have a go, try and figure out which side you prefer, and then perhaps you can also do some different shapes with your jumps without a turn. Things like straddle, splits, tuck. See what else you can come up with. Let's have a quick stretch of our hips. Bring your knee up. And the other one, pull it towards you. And pull your heel towards you. If you need to use something to help you balance, just pop your hand on the wall or hold on to someone. And the other one. Good, shake them off. Well done, thank you for joining. Keep practicing.